Is it the kids or is it the marriage? Like, what is your Achilles heel? Like, what is your I want it all moment? Like your Sharpay in High School Musical, right? I know. Many women say they want things because society breeds them to make it a want. But the real deeper desires of their heart have no attachment, have no affinity for that thing at all. Like, it doesn't even cause any soul shifts. So the cop-out of I was born to be a mother, that is the biggest cop-out that some women say out loud, thinking they're winning, I don't know, immunity points, I don't know, to then become a mother, and they're crying on the internet. They're crying in their house. They're crying in their closet, to be specific, right? It's always the other types of women who were a little bit more jaded, maybe a little unsure, or fully like another day and walk in the park, like very nonchalant, who actually excel at motherhood. Excelling at motherhood is not only about how your children are raised, but it's also about how you feel and how you behave as a mother. It's a multifactorial process, and there's checkpoints. If you're not locked in, if you are whirling around in your own self-made chaotic tornado of quote-unquote motherhood, and you find rapport and bonding with other women and mothers who are also going around those false tornadoes of bonding, you missed a checkpoint. The proverbial proverbs that we like to affirm ourselves in Western society of, well, motherhood is hard, it's hard, give yourself grace, it's hard. What? Like, literally since the dawn of freaking society, women have been mothers. You're not freaking curing cancer here, people. You're not. This is very, very instinctual, very normal. This is a walk around the evolutionary park type of thing. So where did we miss the mark to make it so much more than it is? I'm not downplaying motherhood. I'm downplaying your limiting beliefs around motherhood. I'm downplaying your emotional triggers around motherhood. I'm downplaying the faults in your stars based off of how you feel about being a mother. Does it matter? Does it matter? And if the answer is yes, it matters how I feel when I'm a mother, then do something about it. Show in your actions and your words the change to make you feel better. Usually I get a yes for that answer, and then we're still acting out the old limiting beliefs. We're still acting out the old falsehoods. We're still acting out the triggered self, right? Crying about things that are so beyond us. Is motherhood objectively hard? Yes, if you make it hard, just like anything else. Mental toughness, you need to make it your friend. Mental toughness, resilience, endurance. And that's something that I feel like a few men, when they are able to lock it in, they do it so well. And we only think of it as a masculine trait: resilience, endurance, sacrifice. But these are also words that we associate into motherhood, and then we're surprised that we all hate it. Yeah, I too would also hate it. Why is motherhood a fucking marathon? That sounds stupid to me. Why is it about resilience, endurance? Right? That's not motherhood. Motherhood is a multi-spiritual extension of yourself, fully expanded through the universe and shared amongst all women next to you who are also mothers at the same time of space and reality that you are also a mother, but also women behind you ancestrally, and also women in front of you when we think about future and legacy. All holding on to the very strong tether of motherhood. It is a powerful decision, a powerful step in one's actualization to decide to be a mother, to be the best version of motherhood for themselves, to be authentic to their motherhood. People are authentic to their limiting beliefs about motherhood. That is the authenticity that we are seeing, and people are crashing out. But are you authentic to your version of motherhood? Not the version your mom told you, not the version your grandma hackled you about, not the version your mother-in-law yelled at you about, not the version that some random person on the internet told you, and not what I'm telling you either. What is your addition to the very long, thick, expansive thread of motherhood? What are you adding to this? What are you adding to motherhood? And how are you showing that? How are you exemplifying that beyond measure? That anyone who looks at you, your kids, your partners, the people around you easily can pinpoint and objectively say, yes, you're that type of mom. Yes, her kids learned this thing about her. Like, that was what she added to motherhood. Because also the truthful reality with the notion of, oh, it takes a village to raise a child. Yes, because there's many other mothers in the village who will also raise your child. Your child is not just for you. Your child is for the village. Womp womp. And when you feel into this idea of the child is being raised by the village, hence the child is the village's, the child is not just yours. So there will be other mothers also teaching your children what and how and when and where. Other representations of the nurturing spirit of the icon mother who will be there to support your child. You will not be able to play those roles. Not because you didn't want to. Because you physically and feasibly are not meant to. You're not meant to 99.99% mother your child. You're supposed to do majority, if not some. But there's other nurturing spirits, other nurturing beings and presence and people who will also show up in your child's life as a mother figure. It's not just you. So what is your specific part to play? What is something that without a shadow of your doubt, your child might say that your cooking was shit, that you didn't really like to spend time with them, that you were crying a little too much, right? You whined a little, you were a little too independent, right? Your kids can say all they want to say. But if someone says, what is one thing your mom taught you? It's clear, it's crisp, and it's concise. Your kids know it because you lived it out. Whatever that statement is, whatever that belief is, that is your version of motherhood. Whatever that statement is. Oh, my mom taught me. That is motherhood for you. You're living it. You're breathing it. You're behaving it. You are saying it. And you are embodying it to the 9th degree. What is your belief? Yes, they will remember you laughing with them. Yes, they will remember you yelling. Yes, they will remember all this other caca. But what is the thing? What is the thing that, without a shadow of a doubt, like, your kids are surrounded by amazing people, amazing mothers, amazing nurturers, and amazing caregivers, amazing protectors and fathers and providers, and just amazing people all the time. What did you teach them uniquely from you to them? One thing. Everyone else is going to teach them one other thing. What are you going to uniquely teach them? That is your essence of motherhood. And you pick something jovial or very simple as just be kind, okay? The universe is going to teach them that one. Pick something else. And make it specific. Make it specific to you, right? I would say the one thing my mom personally taught me is to be very, very selfish. Like, to an uncomfortable degree. Just cold, selfish, and very nonchalant. And I'm happy I had someone who behaved like this early on in my life and called me out when she thought I was acting out of selflessness when I should have been acting out of selfishness. Made it clear to tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, why are we doing that again? For who or for you? Right? That is what I know I can remember my mom by. She taught me plenty of other things, great things, but if I had to pick one, it's that. Because that's something that she taught me without saying it. She just was it. In her interactions with her friends, in her interactions with her family, with her interactions with us, it was just clearly said and shown. So when when I show her videos of moms or share stories about moms who are very, very selfless, very, very overgiving, overbearing to some extent, and just all around just super, like, out. They're very much out of alignment to themselves, and they're crying, and they're just not feeling their best. My mom is not kind about it. She's like confused. She's like, why would they ever do that? You only do what works for you. Like, what are you doing? Right? Even down to who and how and when my mom decided to have kids, get married, do all the things. Very, very selfish. It's not, no one else wins, but she wins. Because it's her life. And she said, I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Other nurturing figures taught me other things. But this was one area that I grew up by. I lived with a selfish person. I've lived with someone who is very determined to their own desires. Not the family's desires, not the couple's desires, not the kids' desires. No. My own desires. With the respectfully, F you kids. What is it that makes you, you? Without even saying it. And that is what you take on.